In Queens, New York, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Siggy here at Citi Field, and of course, known as a pitcher's park, but this ballpark's gotten a little smaller over the years as they've changed the dimensions.
It's a different ballpark. It plays differently, and these hitters are really feeding off of it. You give the pitcher a nice little lead, and we see those players getting comfortable and leading the team to victory.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, Clay Holmes. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Ready to go now. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. That one well upstairs. And we're underway from Queens. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
And now it's going to be Connor Norby. This one in the dirt. Pickoff move to first. Edwards on at first. Nobody out. That one finds the zone. And 1-1.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Way back there. And gone out to the deepest part of the field. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves.
That one ripped. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now here's the Marlins DH, Jonah Bride. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Squirts away a little bit. Check swing called strike. That is strike 2. Runner at second, nobody out. And that's outside. That one the other way. And a base hit right there. Now a long throw home. Safe. In comes the run from second. And they lead by 3.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at first with no outs here. And the sweeper misses. Next pitch is outside.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No outs. Runners at first and second. Gets the outside corner with that one. Got him swinging. And 1 out now.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now here is Kyle Stowers. First
Ball
pitch,
1, no
not
strike.
close. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Late with the swing there.
Good late
got a ball,
sink
1
on that
strike.
fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Tough spot right
2
here. A
balls,
couple runners
1 strike.
on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Way
3 balls,
outside.
1
And
strike.
now 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. And they're all loaded up. And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Just off the
That's
inside
inside.
edge. There's a swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the
ball, 1
bullpen. Tyler McGill, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Right, the runner at third. Mervis on second. Stowers over at first with 1 away.
2-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That one's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Outside low. 3-2 now. Got him. And now 2 gone. So they're all loaded up. Hill will hit next. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Out to center. Siri under this one. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets coming to bat. Back here in Queens, and getting the start for Miami, Sandy Alcantara.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first, Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Alcantara, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a sinker, a changeup, a 4-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball, but with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Just missing there. 2-2.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
And that one missing low. Set down on strikes. Frozen with a backdoor slider.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Juan Soto, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that is out of play. The 1-1. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground to short. Jump throw. On target. He got him. Nice play. Here's Pete Alonso.
Let's go, Pete.
First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Two down, nobody on. And that's fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail in this one 3-0. back here at Citi Field. And now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Holmes back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Toss to Alonso. 1 out in the second. And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a strike. One out, base is empty. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
No ball, 2 strikes.
So now a pinch hitter, Dane Myers. 1 out, and the base is empty for him. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. One down, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra to the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Ground ball right side, it squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine. A double and a run scored his first time up. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets nothing. So remaining in the game defensively, Dane Myers. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it's Mark Vientos. Alcantara over to first.
No, he's safe.
And he's back in safely. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
in there at the knees, and it's 0-2.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Next offering is down low. Swing and a ball popped in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Jesse Winker.
Look out for the double play.
Fastball for a strike.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
In for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And 1-2.
Some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One out. Runner at second. Now, Jose Siri. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. That misses. And that's ball 1. Outside with a breaking ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Man at second. Fouls one off. 2-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Brett Beatty digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Winker at second with 2 down. There's a strike at the knees.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started. And now the DH, Jonah Bride. Bride, 29 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And that is downstairs. 1-0.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Not in time. He's safe.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop could even make that play.
And now for the Marlins, Matt Mervis. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
No, inside.
Nobody out, runner at first. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
There's the strike. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball four, two aboard.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. And up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a foul ball. Way out front for strike 2.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Ground ball, could be 2. There's 1. Out. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets 1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Back to the top of the Mets order, and now it's Frankie Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in the long ball threat, Juan Soto. Grounded out his first time up. Ball
Inside,
1 and a
ball
pitch
1.
inside. 2 outs, base is empty. Now 1-1.
1-1.
And a strike to the outside corner at 95. Outside with a breaking ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good eye right there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Fouled off. He was late. Soto off of first with 2 away. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Stowers makes the play, and that is the inning. Mets strand 1, and they still trail it here 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Nick Fortes. First pitch misses. That catches the corner.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And misses inside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Clay Holmes gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. A new arm into the game, the righty Tyler McGill.
So at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm. Coming out of the bullpen, we'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So a man aboard, and at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now one away.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Edwards at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Look out!
Yep, that got
and
him.
It hit him.
First base.
I think he's getting hit whether he tries to get out of the way or not. That just seemed to be tracking him out of the pitcher's hand.
So digging in, Dane Myers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Runners at first and second with one gone. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's hard hit on the line. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And they add to the lead. It's 6-1. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
2 outs, nobody on. And here is Jonah Bride. Hard hit, right side. Handles, throws to first. 3rd out. But the Marlins get 3 on the homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. That one is hammered right field. Conant raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that drops in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
The next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Two down, bases empty. And next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. He doubled home a run in his first AB. They say you win.
0-1. One ball, one strike.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Ball inside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
On the ground, right side, Lopez. In plenty of time to first, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're headed to the fifth. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets 1. And we're back, ready now for the fifth inning. And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. McGill back to work. That one in there across the letters.
You know, these Marlins really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Here's the 0-2. Stays alive. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Nimmo going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. And that one pulled foul. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And
One
ball
ball,
one.
two strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Snuck the fastball by him.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So two down now, and here is Kyle Stowers. He's 0 for 1. That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he chases a high fastball there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
He goes down looking. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They lead it though 6-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Leading off, Jose Siri. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit,
Ball
they're
one,
right
no
at the
strike.
top of the list.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all
balls,
game, and
no
it's led to
strike.
some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next
Ball
pitch
three.
misses. 3-1 now. That's a strike.
3-2.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the fifth.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. In there, and it's 0-1. Siri leads off second with nobody out. Next offering is downstairs. That one missed.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag out.
Tag out.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Francisco Lindor. That one fouled off. The Marlins leading by 5, last half of inning number 5. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's Juan Soto. Outside, and it's 1-0. That one to first. Oh, he gloves it. Throw to the pitcher. What a play to end the inning.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
Back here in Queens. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Next offering upstairs. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. Throws to second. And that's a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the center fielder, Derek Hill. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one clips the corner. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
No ball,
All right,
2
now, he
strikes.
may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Fortes, the runner at second with 1 away.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now the third baseman, Dane Myers.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
And that misses. And
1-0.
that is ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
Throws to first, and that will end the inning. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets 1. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 6th inning, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Ball.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
That ball went out.
And another ball. That one fouled off, 2-2. And that just misses. That one
That's
misses.
ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first. Now here is Brandon Nimmo. And the
That's a
first
ball.
pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts
Nimmo
1-0.
goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. Not even
balls,
close
1
there.
strike.
2-1. And it's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. And out to a board. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. And that's
That's a ball.
down and away.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That's in there. And the count 1-1. Miami's bullpen with some action. George Soriano getting ready to go. Cronin getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. And that's
That's the ball.
downstairs. And that's ball 1. Fouled off left side.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
2 on, 1 out. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And
2
that
balls,
skips in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further. And a pretty good outing for him as he leaves with a nice lead. New pitcher when we get back. Lake Backer into the game.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So bases all loaded up. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. First
Nope,
pitch doesn't
outside.
find the zone. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
1 and
Well,
1.
you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Cut on and missed 96 with that
1 ball,
fastball.
2
Ooh,
strikes.
Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. All loaded up here in the bottom of the 6th. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross. So they're all loaded up. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed. Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. Two outs, and that's in there at the knees.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Alonso at third. Nimmo at second. Winker on at first with 2 down. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Nice work from the Miami pen there. We're through 6 full. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets 1. Top of inning number 7. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle, and the leadoff man aboard.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So a man at first. Now at the plate, Jonah Bride. Ripped, but it curls foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is
2
inside.
strikes.
And a 1-2. And that misses off the outside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Full count.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope. Ball 1.
And that one sliced foul. Just
Ball,
misses the
active
mark
side.
outside the zone.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
On the ground. The sliding play at short. There's
That's
one.
out.
What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets 1. Bottom of the 7th, digging in, Luis Torrens. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And that's in the
Ball
dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3. And that's a
Ball,
little bit
that's
high. Ball 1. The Fish leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's,
Nope, that's
off
off the plate.
the
Ball
inside edge. And the count is 2-0. Just
Ball
missed.
in.
That's in there, and it's 3-1. In the air, left field. Stowers grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
That
Yeah,
one
one
way
ball, one strike.
inside.
He normally does damage on
One
that
ball,
pitch in
2
that
strikes.
location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's down and in.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Here's a 2-2. That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. Snags it on the run. That is the inning. Dedniel Nunez gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And the slider catches the zone. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts
strikes.
already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And a good eye
That's a
there.
ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. That's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Danny Young, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Stanek warming up as well. One down, base is empty. And he takes a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Ball one there.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Fortes stands in now and watches
0-1
strike
count.
1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Started after it, appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Backer back to work. That one pushed foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands or you're in a broadcast
that's
booth
out.
or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
That
2
one
balls,
not
1
close.
strike.
2-1. Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking
2-2
ball.
now.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one missed. Well struck left field. Way back there. Out of here. And they close the gap. It's 6-2.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Pitch misses there. And the count 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up and
Ball
in, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hill makes the play, and there's one away. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. And takes low for ball 1.
That's ball 2.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
That one inside, and now 3-0. And there's the automatic.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That one is absolutely belted. That ball's carrying. And it's out of here. Second home run of the inning for him. And they cut into the deficit. It's 6-3.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Lake Backer departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Anthony Bender on the pitch here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. Inside. And now it's even 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Calvin Fauché. The closer is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now it's Jose Siri. Right through there for a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Clips the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one carrying. Gone. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-5. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Stepping in, Brett Beatty. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground, right side. Lopez tosses to first, and there's 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And next for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Just missed. Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 down, nobody on. A little bit low. 3 balls, no strikes. Francisco Lindor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-0 down. And the tying run is on base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Francisco Lindor. 1 for 4 with a double.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Ripped into center, base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Anthony Bender will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Anthony Veneziano.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Substitution now at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Luis Angel Acuna. First and second, 2 outs. And now it's Juan Soto. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. First pitch misses. And that's outside. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. There's a strike.
2-1.
That one way outside, and now it's filled up 3-2. Pete Alonso would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Got him looking. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 9th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets 5. Now into the ball game on defense, Luis Angel Acuna. He's in at shortstop. And now the center fielder, Derek Hill. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. In the air, left side. Nimmo has it sized up. Puts it away for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he went around. Rule to swing. One down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on
That's
one
ball
hitter.
2.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. This to center field. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
The 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Headed towards the corner. Soto really on his horse for it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And now the count is even. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Torrens collects. Fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Calvin Fauché.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike. Pitch is in there, and that is strike 2. Just misses there.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
One-run game, bottom 9. Hard ground ball for a base stop.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
No outs, runner at first. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
With the winning run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second for 1.
Out.
Throw to first, but he beat it.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Carrying well. On the warning track, and hauls it in. So it's their last chance in this one. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. Known for his late inning heroics. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And there's a ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw to second. He's safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Bottom of the 9th. Down a run and tying run on second base. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.